comment. I think it's a great addition. You know, when we know there's a lot of seniors, people that are in wheelchairs that can't get where they need to, so I think this is great.
Absolutely. This was a big need over there. It was on the list for a while, so this is a nice one to take off. This was definitely a need for some of the people, and future people who visit the senior center may need this service.
Okay. Councilman Johnson?
Through the chair, don't we have the buses that have the lifts and everything? It's just so that you can take in one individual at a time.
This is, yeah, so you don't have to take the bus, and exactly, so you take a big bus to
So
go.
we had a way to do it.
We had a way, it just wasn't as convenient to get into driveways and things of that nature either with the big bus, correct?
I think it's a lot, you know, this is basically what I do, and it's a more secure situation for somebody that's in a wheelchair, you know, as opposed to just clamping down. This will, is it a one person or two person?
This is a one. One of the big problems we have is some of the clients that we service, they live off of major roads, and it's very hard to back a bus or get a bus in and back out into the major road with blind spots and securely getting them in, so this was a need.
Do you know if this is a rear load or a side load?
I believe through the spec, this is a side load. Yeah.
Okay. All right, is there any other questions? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Okay, item 6.17 through 6.20, I believe.
6.21.
Yeah. Okay. 6.21 is, which one? This is CDBG. Can I have a motion to accept these items?
Payment in the amount of $8,350 for each one. Motion?
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Pat, supported by Councilman Bazura. Is there any questions on any of these?
Just one quick question,
Councilman
Mr.
Rema?
Baum, if I just ask you a quick question, please. The National Faith Home Buyers, I've had people ask me a little bit more about that. Can you just give a little bit of quick explanation who they are?
Sure, through the chair. National Faith Home Buyers is a registered, accredited HUD counseling firm. We procured them. They administer all the paperwork, do a lot of the underwriting for us, and we can also use them for our match money for the home grant, which is required by Wayne County.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Is there any other questions? If not, all those in favor say yes.
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 All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.22 is a motion to approve Cars Outdoors, 48910 Ford Road. Lowest bidder for crack and joint sealing for an amount not to exceed $200,000, and the funds is provided from Act 51 Major and Local Roads.
Motion.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Winton, supported by Councilman Bazura. Is there any discussion?
All right, Mr. Chair.
Sure. Mr. Bach, would that be you? Act 51? Okay. Good. Yep. Come on down.
Come on down, you might be here for a while. Yeah. I was just curious on what areas this crack and joint sealing is, because we don't have anything on here saying where it's at.
We don't have all the areas yet. This is the amount that was budgeted and approved in the budget, the 200,000. Currently, we are scheduled to do some of the good to great neighborhoods, but that will not take the whole 200,000 at this point. Crack sealing doesn't go, $200,000 doesn't go real far, depending on how bad the road is. So, but they're not all scheduled yet at this time. That's why it's in a blanket PO.
So when they are scheduled, could you email those to us, please?
Sure.
Let us know just briefly where they're at.
Mr. Chairman, if
Mayor?
I may, one of the areas that this will be used, I guess as a primary area initially, is the, I don't know the name of the neighborhood, but it's the Ames Highway neighborhood. There's a lot of asphalt roads back there, and we believe that by doing the joint sealing or the crack filling, it will allow us to prolong the integrity of the road and buy us some time that we won't have to do the complete road tear outs anytime soon. So initially, that will be one of the neighborhoods that a large portion of this gets allocated to.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other questions? If not, all those in favor say yes.
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 All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.23 is a motion to amend the current articles of incorporation of the Taylor Act 179 Authority Agreement, Article 6 and Article 16.
Motion.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Winton, supported by Councilman Bazura. Is there any discussion?
Is there any, Mr. Chair, anything that's new in this to be amended? What is it that's,
Yes. There's, the contract, we have is a 3-year period, and it's been amended to be a perpetual contract until one of us decide not to do it anymore, and it also changed the meeting dates and times that we required to have.
Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.24 is a motion to approve Al's Asphalt Paving, Inc., current vendor for road preservation services in amount not to exceed $520,000 in accordance with the attached schedule. Purchases are for fiscal year 2020 through 2021, funding through Major and Local Roads Preservation Fund.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Bazura, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion?
yes, Mr. Chair, there is no attached schedule on mine. I don't know if anybody else's.
Did anyone else get the attached schedule? Let me see. This would be West Point, Cornell, Syracuse, Madison, Pine, Oak, Elm, Birch, and Beverly.
So north of Wick, between Party and Telegraph, basically? Pardon me?
Central neighborhood,
Oh, okay.
primarily.
North of
Those are
Horse Party?
pretty much full mill and resurfacing of the roads.
Is there any other questions? Mayor?
If I may,
Sure.
the only road that we're gonna try to include in this, and I don't know, it just depends on how it comes in under budget, is I believe in the Taylor Parks neighborhood, there's one dead-end asphalt road that feeds J.C. Park. Everything else is concrete back there. So if we come in under budget, we're gonna try to also include that road. I believe that's...
Merrick.
Is it Merrick? I wrote down Chernick. I couldn't remember if it was Merrick or Chernick.
Are you talking about from Pinecrest towards
Yes,
the park?
yeah, to the hill. Like,
Yeah, it's Merrick.
Yeah. So that's in really, really bad shape. We're gonna try to do these first and then come back to that in hopes of that we can squeeze it in. But all of these are in that Taylor North Central Little League neighborhood.
Okay. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Okay, the next items are consent, and this is 6.25 all the way through 6.47. And this includes DPW, sewer, water, animal shelter, compost, and vehicle maintenance. I have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Winton, supported by Councilman Bazura. Is there any discussion or questions on any specific item?
Hold on, let me check and see.
What's that?
I said, hold on, I had some written down, I wasn't sure if it was this one. No, go ahead.
Okay. If not, all those in favor say yes.
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 All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.48 is a motion to approve a 6-year contract between Live Barn and the City of Taylor Sportsplex. Live Barn is an arena streaming service at no cost to the facility or city that will allow parents/fans to view what's going on the ice or turf when they cannot be present at the facility.
Motion to approve?
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Johnson, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion?
Yes, sir.
I have a couple of questions too. Darren, you?